Are you not entertained?
All right, so it's February 4th, 2024, and this is the Left Podcast, Social Sunday Season 2. This is episode number 11, and this is Men's Healing. So, my name is Julius the Humble from Humble Renaissance, L.L.C., and today we'll be discussing men healing and things as such. So we're going to start off with two parts to the show. The first half of the show, we're going to be discussing the things that black men went through that, we got a lot, basically, we got a lot of shit going on with us, you know what I'm saying? So, the first half, we're going to delve into the historical roots of the mental illness and explore its origins related to black men. And then the second half, we will explore strategies for promoting and healing the well-being of black men in today's social content. And then between the first half and the second half, we're going to have like a halftime show. We're going to take a break, like a 15-minute break, 30-minute break, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then we're going to come back. But during that time, we can smoke some, we're going to, smoke some hookah. We got some beverages. We're going to go in the bar. I'm going to show you how the bar look. We got some drinks in there too. We got Henny up in there. We got some other drinks. You want some more drinks? We got a bartender. You got to pay him. Yeah. Your cousin Kesey. That's that's his spot back there. Nah, he not back there. Actually, I forgot to call him. Let him. Well, he know this is popping, but I forgot to let remind him like, yo, pull up. So yeah, so you know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna introduce all of the panel right now. So we got right here my partner Metro North. You know what I'm saying. BPT, Bridgeport, Connecticut. You know what I'm saying? And then we got over here to my left, New Haven, Connecticut, V. You know what I'm saying? And then we got over here to my right, New Haven, Connecticut, King Darice Bey. You know what I'm saying? And then also from New Haven, Connecticut, you know what I'm saying? We got Shakim Shabazz, bro. So I'm going to pass the mic to everybody, allow them to give a little extensive introduction of who they is, because these are some crafted individuals, and I would not want to say anything that, short sight. You know what I'm trying to say. You feel me? Y'all niggas know what I'm trying to say. I want y'all niggas to build yourself up. The shit that y'all got going on and shit. So I'm gonna start with you,
V. Oh man, you put me on the spot, but I'm gonna introduce myself very well, very, very, very well. Yo, peace, guys and goddess. Yo, my name is Vicente, V for short, V88, XX on Instagram. Stay solid in a world full of suckers. You know, we just out here trying to talk about ourselves and the things that we have experienced and just building with black men, just being around black men and living out in our true essence with black men.
Peace and blessings, man. It's the God Shakim Shabazz, man. Peace to all y'all. So I'm a clothing designer. I own New Haven Apparel. I'm also a music artist, and I got a moving company. I do a little bit of everything. I'm an entrepreneur.
Peace. That's what I'm talking about.
Peace. This is King Darice Bey. I'm an entrepreneur as well. I got a few things going on. I'll get in contact with y'all soon by the summer.
Facts. That's what I'm talking about. Metro booming.
You know what I'm saying? So first, I'm going to give a brief overview of the episode topics and shit and the goals. You know what I'm saying? So basically, welcome to episode of Men's Healing, a podcast dedicated to exploring mental health awareness in the black community with a special focus on black men. Today, we're diving deep into the complex history, the societal, and the unique challenges facing black men in America that impact their mental health. You know what I'm saying? So, we got segment one. I want everybody to give y'all opening thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And I guess I'll start off with my opening thoughts to give y'all a little guidance. So, basically, the mental health of black men, the United States has been deeply impacted by historical events and social conditions dating back to the era of, the slave trade and all of that stuff. And then, forced separations from the families during the slavery, leading to profound psychological distress. And throughout the history, black people have been facing mass systemic racism, including slavery, segregation, ongoing discrimination, which has contributed to high levels of stress, and anxiety and depression within the black community. So today, black men continue to experience disparities in the access of mental health care and face stigmatizations around seeking help, resulting in significant mental health challenges that persist as pressing issues in the United States. So yeah, I'm gonna pass the mic. I want you guys to give your personal reflection on the story related to the opening topic.
That's it over there, right? But I want to see what's going on first. So if I give it, but
Yeah, you start with you gonna go like this. Yeah. Start with you. So you're gonna be last. So what's the topic? What you just talked about? So say it again, please.
could you hear us like this? Like, all right, bet. Say less.
So just the beginning, just basically what we're going to be talking about, like black, what to say,
Basically, what he was saying.
Yeah, you ain't saying that just now.
Like, yo, we just been like basically with the system, as far as like the slaves and everything that we are enduring at the moment. I won't go without the mic. What we are enduring is just systematic depression. Period. We've been oppressed and depressed, regardless of our existence and the things that we come through so far, as far as we moving on with ourselves as black people. You know what I'm saying? So we trying to get better, but we ain't gonna never get better unless somebody admit they did something wrong. You feel me? And nowadays, nobody gonna admit to nothing.
That was good. I got something to say now.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
It's like a certain group of people are not going to hold themselves accountable for the depression and oppression that we have been dealing with. So at the end of the day, we do deal with depression and the mental aspect of, like, we got to walk around knowing that not just society is against us, but our own fellow selves, we are against each other too as well, because we don't big up each other. We don't love on each other. We don't respect each other to that certain extent. So we do have to, we've been dealing with the racism, and that's part of the depression, the mental health, and the black men mental health.
Thank you. You know what? I needed to hear everything you just said, because I asked, Julius the Humble to say something. He didn't really give me that, but you gave me a lot. Appreciate that. Pause. I feel like we don't need anybody to hold accountable. We know what happened. We know what we got to do.
Facts.
We shouldn't even be looking to anybody to make us feel whatever type of way. It's our job to hold ourselves accountable for what we want for ourselves and our families moving forward. We can't be pointing the finger on that. We know what happened. We know what we went through. We know what our ancestors went through, or whatever. So what are you doing today? What are you doing to put your family in a position to where you don't got to worry about what you went through? And I'm not saying forget the past, because without the past, we don't know. We won't know where we want to go for the future.
Facts.
But the goal of life, I believe, is to put yourself in a position to take your family and your next generations to come to the next level, no matter what you got to do. And as far as being depressed and all that, majority of people that's depressed, they just depressed because they don't got no money. They're not really depressed about what happened in the past. They're probably depressed because they can't pay their bills. They can't do certain things in their life. And you said oppressed. Yeah, we still getting killed every day. We still going through certain things. And the main thing that we need to do, as far as getting killed by the police and different things like that, we need to nationalize. And by that, what I mean is, far as claiming your nationality. Now, if a Chinese person get killed in the street of New Haven, it's gonna be a war between the Chinese and the people in the United States, right? And that's never gonna happen. You know why? Because they have a nationality.
Yeah.
The average black person do
Don't
not have a nationality. There's no such thing as African American. You know why? Because there's no such thing as African America
at all.
So you have to cling to something. You have to be a part of something that to the point where you be backed up by a nation. And when we all come together and do what we got to do as far as nationalizing and claiming our nationality, then we'll be able to move forward and dictate what happens in the streets of the United States. Everybody cry and march and all that. If somebody, people always complain about the police killing their cousin or anybody that look like us, right? But things will change when a cop kill your cousin and you kill their cousin, or a cop kill your son and you kill their son. Then it's different.
I believe,
And that ain't happened yet.
that's a fact. But listen, I'm gonna piggyback off that. I believe once we learn to separate ourselves from, I'm just gonna get it out there, from white America and black America, when we separate ourselves and build our own system, that's the only way we could fight back regardless. You feel me? Like just building our own hospitals, having our own banks, having our own police, having our own everything that's our own color, our own race.
We tried that.
We try that. Absolutely. Nothing happened. But the thing is that we have to live the Malcolm X way. We gotta fight back.
How when they got nuclear weapons and we got guns?
But we
Go ahead, God.
Now, honestly, I agree with what everybody's saying. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that what we lacking right now is unity. Because you talking about the cops killing one of us, and then, you know what I'm saying, we go retaliate back. But in all actuality, we ain't even retaliating back or putting a stop to when we killing ourselves. So I think the main thing start when it's self-healing. It start with self. You know what I'm saying? When it's starting with us. So we got to get together as a community, as a people. Because we don't need cops to patrol, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, to police. We need to start doing it ourselves and hold each other accountable, like you were saying. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit start with us, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything start with self. And for the black community, we need knowledge of self. That's what I think we need. And we need to be taught economics, you know what I'm saying? Because, like in the other cultures, whatever, white people, you know what I'm saying? They already got that shit set up. They plan to have babies. We're not planning to have them, you know what I'm saying? But they learning this shit as they go. They already ahead because they fathers is giving them houses, or they already got shit set up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's inherited, you know what I'm saying? But whereas that's what we lacking, you know what I'm saying? So like he said, a lot of people, they be stressed. They might have had some fucked up shit happen to you. Maybe your father got killed in front of you. You might have lost some people or whatever. Like, shit like that happens too. But, and then to top it off, we don't got no real money. You know what I'm saying? We don't really have, I'm not going to say we don't have the resources because now we got Google. You know what I'm saying? But we need to be taught economics. You know what I'm saying?
In a way is that we normalize a lot of this community trauma. This shit is not normal. None of this shit is normal. Me beefing with you is not normal. Me beefing with him is not normal. That's not normal. We wear the same skin. We wear the same struggles, believe it or not. Because at the end of the day, life is life. No matter what through you come from, no, it don't matter where you come from. You could come from Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic. We all dealing with some type of shit or form of traumas and shit like that. But we normalize this shit because it's like we live in this shit.
Happening so much.
And it's current.
It's becoming an everyday thing for us. You know what I'm
It's a lifestyle now. It wasn't even normal to hear, let's say, our next door neighbor. Like, it's not a village no more. And that's where we lose the way. Because parenting is getting younger and younger and younger. So it's no village. So if we really want to get technically, and we speak about the Europeans and all of this stuff that's against us, we got to talk within first. We got to talk within too. Because we can't just point out one set of group of people. Like, we really got to start looking into ourselves too. And that's the deepest part too, because if when you plant a tree, the tree is the root. And we the root of this shit. Our parents went through this shit. Now we going through this shit. So now as we having kids, we got to teach our kids, like, it don't matter what's going on outside. You got to worry about you first. Before you take care of anybody, you got to take care of you first. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if we not taking care of ourselves, who are we good for?
That's a fact. Self-saving. You got to elevate and save yourself before you can save anybody else.
Amen. That's God.
Self-preservation. Right.
That's God. And you always got to look at yourself as a God. You know what I'm saying? We look as religions and we don't look at ourselves as God. We are a piece of God. We are a piece of this universe. You know what I'm saying? We are in a higher It's like I always say this: high energy, high frequency, high vibrations all day long. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could go through some shit, but at the end of the day, if you're not accountable for the shit that you're doing, for the harm that you are causing, you can't hold somebody else accountable if you're not holding yourself accountable.
All that being said, I'm the youngest one here, I believe. I just turned 31. I just turned 31. So I'm taking something from why I wanted to go last was because y'all all older than me. I'm not gonna come up here because if y'all don't know, I'm the politically incorrect one on the show. That's why I wore a suit with all my jewelry on and shit. Like I gotta nigga shit up. But coming up in my generation, not even my generation, because technically y'all in my generation too.
Absolutely.
Like 80s, 90s babies and shit.
Of course.
But people my age, they far away from even thinking about what y'all talking about. They don't even have self-awareness yet. A lot of these niggas don't love themselves. That's why they outside. I got the pole, I got the extendo, I'm beefing with the ops. Like, one thing as I'm learning, as I'm getting older, doing 5 years in prison, coming home, and not being a part of that cycle, like, man, fuck it, I can't get a job. I'm gonna just be a bum, basically. Like, I'm learning my self-awareness, the value, the shit that I want for myself.
Spell. Say it.
Huh?
As spell.
No, spell it. No, so say it. Say it. Don't
Spell.
Spell. Now, you right. No, okay, listen. Now, when you say it, it's spell, right? Spell, right?
Right.
Now they cast spells on
Spell
you. And so you gotta watch what you say because what you saying, it don't matter however you mean it. It's a spell. Go to hell. Tell somebody to go to hell. Oh, shut the fuck up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when you got names like Malik or Shakim or King, that's what I'm saying. No. So when people in the Bible, Aaron, that means he's a rock. You know what I'm saying? All these names, Jesus, Christ-like, these are names, they all mean shit. But then they had names that when what was this lady name from the Bible? She had her child was barren. She had a child on a weird type of time, so it was weird. So she named the child after what she was going through, and the child was cursed. So your name mean a lot. That's why I changed my name. Nah, nigga. No, not nigga to you, but no. Don't call me that. And who the fuck is Brandon? That's a European nigga. Nobody. Who the fuck is that? Brandon. Who the fuck is Brandon? Nah, I'm Shakim Shabazz, bro. Be easy. No.
You have a point there because
Spell.
I go.
Cast a spell on him. That's real. You ever go to
So-
voodoo and all this? Yeah.
So my
These are things.
my terminology of Vicente
Spiritually.
means ruler. So I'm already living that by the way I talk.
Right.
It's a conqueror, right? I don't never consider myself as a king. I consider myself as a god. So now, when it comes to V, when I do the breakdown of Vicente and I put V means victorious.
And what
That's
culture?
peace. That's peace.
And what culture?
Latin.
That's the European culture.
Latin is
Latin is
European.
not a European culture.
Latin is.
Latin America comes from European because if you really want to look at it,
Latin period is not a European
Spain.
culture.
Spain is supposed
Spaniard,
to be Spain.
Europe,
Spain
British.
is the language of Spain is
We rolling?
it comes Spanish. You feel what I'm saying?
Both is Louis Africano.
Yeah.
Was a
So
faggot.
so
and
now
he did some weird shit.
the reason why I say Vicente, it's like Italians. It's that Italy is weird. Rome, Spain, all of that shit, Europe, all of that.
Yeah.
But it don't really matter because at the end of the day, whatever language you go to, it all means something.
It means something.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It means something. Like my name in Muslim means brotherly love.
Yeah, no?
Yeah, Jamal.
That's my middle name.
Your middle name is Jamal. How
You just
spell
found
it?
that out?
How you spell it?
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm
niggas
gonna
know me
be
as Julius.
Because I don't, like, my pops was a
humble.
real TV type of nigga, so he named me after the son from Bill Cosby show.
Nah, he did good. It don't matter because even your name, like I was saying, like you spell something.
Like, my real name is Malcolm
But you
Jamal
could-
Rivera.
Nah, you lit. Yeah.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
shit.
Even like
It's my mini me.
you would have really been lit.
Malcolm
Jamal Johnson.
This nigga's a real nigga. You know how many times I went to that visitor room when I was locked and like, oh, there's a bunch of Riveras in here. I'm like, nigga, fuck you, nigga. I ain't like these rest of these hick niggas.
But you end up being like them.
Oh yeah, I definitely started speaking Spanish by the time my 4.5 year mark.
Not even the
You can speak Spanish?
Huh?
You can speak a real good Spanish?
Jail Spanish, nigga.
Papi, aquí, tengo esto, tengo lo otro. Mira, estamos aquí. Ah!
The whole point was to get away from the niggas.
And the other shit that he know is Bicho Callao.
Exactly. Chamamanguera. Like
You know what I'm
shit
saying?
like that.
So, like, yo, you gotta know your essence, bro. You gotta know your roots. You gotta know your roots. So my roots is deep.
Yeah.
My African roots is deep. Like, my grandmother black as shit. My grandmother blacker than that. My grandmother was a slave.
Yeah, so we about to get back on topic number 2. And this is the historical wrongs after the slavery trade. Know what I mean? This the profound negative impact on black community during the transatlantic slave trade and all that after shit. So slavery in the United States, know what I mean, the inhumane institution where Africans were enslaved, exploited, and degraded for over 2 centuries, you know what I mean? The systemic racism and segregation post-slavery, these practices ensured that black people remain second-class citizens. Know what I mean? The violence, the lynching, the racial terrorism, acts of violence were perpetuated to instill fear and maintain white supremacy. You know what I mean? The institutionalized injustices and oppression, ongoing discrimination within the legal system as education, housing, and employment continues to affect the black community. You know what I mean? So y'all got anything to say based off of that?
I want you to start it off.
What is this?
No. I want you to start it off.
We still want a little. We ain't get the second half yet.
I want you to start it off because I want to piggyback off you, like, you know what I'm saying? No homo.
Facts.
He said facts. Just a quick moment now. But go ahead, bro. I want to hear I want to see from your perspective, your point of view.
All right, so basically on the historical wrong. So, you know what I mean? That's what I wrote up right there. You know what I mean? How things after we became slaves in America, what we were going through. You know what I mean? And we was going through a lot of those things right there. You know what I'm saying? And that to me is like one of the second part after slavery, after being fooled and you know what I mean, conned into coming over here and stuff and all that different stuff, forced. You know what I mean? Then the second layer was forcing us into slave labor and being whipped and being separated from our families, being degraded. You know what I'm saying? All of that, you know. But that was like the second part to like a lot of our mental issues. If you want to think back then, like, you know what I mean?
So y'all was forced into that, you said?
A lot of the African Americans, the ones that came from Africa. You know what I mean? There's a lot of the Native Americans that were here.
Huh? It was really 2 million aliens here.
I don't.
You say y'all, right?
Hold on. Listen. I'm gonna say this from a perspective. I'm gonna say from this point of view, like, you call crazy when like you know a lot of knowledge, right? So Kanye West was called crazy because he was speaking up on a lot of shit. He's like, how can we be slaves and we outnumbered them?
Yeah, you talking about when he said it was a choice?
Yeah, no.
It is a choice.
They outnumbered us for sure, but
Because they had guns.
What the fuck is that?
Get shot.
I didn't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, listen. At the end of the day, it's like
they might have killed the black nigga. Oh yeah, nigga,
You
get down and lay down.
you sacrifice. Listen, bro. This is all sacrificial. You sacrifice yourself in order to be free sometimes, right? It's like
you're supposed to.
You sacrifice yourself to take that charge.
Right.
Right? You sacrifice yourself sometimes to, I don't want to be a snitch, but I'm going to take this shit to the chin.
You sacrifice yourself when you put yourself in that predicament.
There you go. I was leading to that.
Okay.
So when you sacrifice to put yourself in that position, you got to sacrifice to put yourself in the freedom position.
But so now imagine, because these people that were linking with these I'm gonna call them devils. You know what I'm saying, but with these white people at the time, you know what I'm saying,
like I said, they came with their own agenda. They came like, yeah, we like the way y'all do business, da da da. But at the same time, we wanted, if you could teach us this, well, then we'll teach you this. On the flip side, but when they came with, they introduced, you know, the religion, the white Jesus and shit like that. But they had guns, and some people didn't know what it was. You know what I'm saying? So imagine a nigga not knowing what it is, like, nigga, fuck out of here, and then nigga blow his head off.
Bow.
Like, nigga. All right, so what you about to do?
And everybody's sitting there like...
It's easy to talk about it, but when you think about it, like we just talked about, Harriet Tubman said she had to kill more niggas than she freed because they didn't even know they were slaves. So imagine how gangster she was, and she was a chick. So when we talk about this, you got to really think about it and dig deep into this shit.
But that's why the essence, and this is kind of sort of off topic a little.
keep it.
No, it's on topic because it happened from this.
The essence of a woman is very essential and very important because it's like if you can make these sacrifices as a woman and you're in a relationship, like you gotta, like you the backbone of this shit. I'm the one that's just gonna provide the safety and the protection.
For sure, but so now when she looking at you get killed, what safety and protection are you?
You said she the backbone.
No.
I mean about a backbone is because it's like Harriet Tubman took a job that a lot of women can't take. She took the leader role as trying to free people. So if you can lead me to freedom, what I mean is like in a relationship, if a woman supports you, right, it's leading you to freedom. Because sometimes that's all we need is a little support as black men. Bro.
She took initiative.
It's that, yo, you could do it. You got this. Like you're a god. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just in this.
Yeah, that sound good. But if you already know who you are, you don't need nobody to tell you got it. You don't need a woman to say, yeah, baby, you got it, because you already know you got it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I'm not really going against what you're saying. I'm just like a lot of people be talking about the backbone of a family. The backbone of the family used to be the man.
Used to be.
It's always
I don't know. But nowadays it's the woman. Because the women think they the man and they think they the woman. They think they the mother, the father. They think they everything because...
Yo, him saying that, I know why though. A lot of it goes back to me saying people my age. A lot of niggas is like, oh, I'm gonna let her go to work. She can have a side hustle, babysitting, doing all of this, so she bringing in most of the money. She's got a better job than him. This nigga busting at Texas Roadhouse.
That should start way before your age though, because it's a domino effect of shit.
Absolutely.
And you gotta,
a lot of these niggas was raised right.
You got to understand whether you was raised right or not, because it's like, and you can go back to way before even I was born. You know what I'm saying, when they started introducing all that shit to where they had to take the man out the house and the woman had to
see how that shit they just led right to it.
They had to be the nigga. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, they had to take the nigga out the house to go fight for a country that's not even for them. So now the lady got to go work the man job to provide for the family.
Not even, bro, because now I'm putting the system in there now.
Yeah,
and the reason why I'm putting the system is that, sorry to cut you, beloved.
No, go ahead, get it.
But putting the system in place is putting welfare in, right?
Yeah.
So now I don't want you to work, but you need my assistance. You feel what I'm saying? So now this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this in place so the man don't have to be in place. So now you could be saying that I'm independent.
I'm gonna do this EBT real quick, but that nigga can't be in the crib, because if he in the crib, he's gonna take away making enough money to support you and them 2 kids.
Facts.
And then it's even crazier because it's like, all right, so imagine the man already being outside the crib for whatever type of time he been outside the crib. So his presence not even felt, and then you come back and you say something to the chick, and she already getting cash, and she already working the job that you was doing as a man. She don't fucking need you. And then if you say you there, they taking the money, the little bit of money that they was giving you. So that shit is a domino effect of shit. You know what I'm saying? So now right now, real talk. If any y'all got felonies, I had a felony at 14. I'm saying, you get turned 16, you get the YO and AR. I had to caught both of my shits on the same day. So then I caught another felony. You know what I'm saying?
Depleted.
Yeah, so it was like, so then I was 16 already. having felonies, you know what I'm saying, outside, and it's already fucked up. I'm saying, so I know how it is. That I was forced to be an entrepreneur, my nigga, because I couldn't get no trill job. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't get no good job. So I know the vibes, you know what I'm saying? But even when you you want to say something.
Man, just getting away from the system at all costs, bro. So that just shows you where you needed to be. And nowadays, it's like we are in an era now that like entrepreneurship is like at an all-time high, and you have to accept that. Like, it's okay to be a felony, bro. It's okay to have a felony. You know why? Because you got to create your own way, bro. When you create your own way, you are more valuable than anybody else that's working underneath.
Take yourself out the system.
You feel me? You taking yourself already out the system. As he said, like, I appreciate you for that, brother. No lie. Like, when you take yourself, you in the system, but you take yourself out the system. You got to use the same shit they use against you against them. Mm-hmm. You can't stop me.
That's a fact.
Because at the end of the day, you know why you can't stop me? Because, you had a hold of me, and now you don't have it because I figured it the fuck out. This is the mentality that we need to have. And this is why, like, all this systematic shit, oppression, whatever we're going to call it, like, all of this white people or whatever we're going to say, it's like, they hate that for us, bro, because we always figuring it out. And we don't need y'all, but we're going to use y'all. And the moment that we use y'all, this black dude figure it out.
Yeah, we figure it out, but then when we got to stick together, though. That's the shit that's not bringing us to where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? It's the unity. You know what I'm saying? We need...
Because we allowing religion to also separate us so much. You a Christian, or you an atheist, or you this, or you that. Like, you want to follow Muslims and this and that. And I believe, like, when you understand that the universe is bigger than anything else, it's like, it's a balance, bro. You got to understand where it's good is bad, whatever is evil is whatever. It's a balance, bro. It's a balance to this world. Without good, you can't have bad, bro. It's a balance. So the same thing with racism. It's a balance, bro.
I believe that
in some shape or form, because it's like, so you could get like, so I used to be like, yo, it's like yin and yin, or like good and bad, but you could get to a point where you don't even look at bad. Might not even exist to you, because you might be like, yo, bad, nah, hell nah. I learned the lesson. You know what I'm saying? Or it's your mindset with it. You know what I'm saying? Because what's bad to you? Bad might have been something that you might look at something that's bad, but then he can turn around and be like, oh, this is the best thing that happened to me, because now I could go do this, that, and the third. So it's levels to this shit.
But that's why you gotta take that situation that you have experienced as far as like felonies and stuff like as a great opportunity, because it's like, okay, you put me in a system. Now I'm about to show you the best thing that I can show you. It's just like me. I freed myself, and then I went right back to it. But now this time around, it makes you appreciate what you went through. You feel what I'm saying? It makes you appreciate what you're gonna go through. It's just like slavery, bro. You gotta appreciate that. Because you know what? We had to take that pain. We had to endure that. That's why we so powerful as black people, bro, because we endure pain. Yeah, white people can't deal with the same shit we deal with, bro.
Facts, bro. Let me go on to the next topic, because you definitely is transitioning
hold
to the
on,
next topic.
Before you get to that, I gotta say like two things.
Transition.
Before you go to that.
Oh, no doubt.
Before you transition, I feel like we didn't even get...
Let's go.
I want to hear what he got to say, but we didn't even get off. We didn't even really answer and really touch on. But this could be a long
discussion
topic, because it's like right now it's like a lot of the, like, you got women and they feel like they can live the man place and they don't need a man. That's the one of the main things in the black society right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They like I said, they don't got the knowledge of themselves. They missing the shit in the household. Okay, besides God or whatever.
Man.
She said that's what I'm saying now. Man, woman, and child. But now no man there, so it's just woman and child, and the woman feel like they're the man.
So the man, woman, and child, that's European, bro.
Say it again. What's European?
Hold on, say that again.
That Bible.
We ain't talking about the Bible. We talking about the laws of the land. We talking about nature.
The laws of the land, but
laws of the land.
So even if you want to
If you want to dig deep down, look into the Bible. You bring the Quran. It's the same stories. They're talking about the same people. Whether you switch the names up or not, and then
that's all it is.
It's the same stories.
Religion,
Musa is Moses.
The thing about religion is that if you ask anybody in religion,
man-made religion.
But the thing about it is that if you ask any person that really believe in that shit, ask them, when do life start? Did life start with human beings or did life start way before human beings? They think that life started with human beings, all religious people. And that's a big ass problem.
Hold on,
so I mean, that's what the religion teaches. Life started with Adam and Eve and
okay, no.
Shit.
So that's where it starts. And
crazy, wow.
Where it starts in the Bible, it says the creation, but now it depends on who's teaching you the Bible. But if you could read and you could comprehend, said let us. That's the first thing. Is let us make let us. So who he talking about? He's sitting here. He's saying this and he's writing it, but he's with somebody else. Let us make man in our own image, in our image. So who the fuck he with? He obviously with somebody else. So he's telling you that's not the first creation. And then he goes and talks about 3 other creations in the same book. In the same book.
Dinosaurs.
So that's why I said earlier, yo, nigga, black man, we older than sun, moon, and stars. We don't got no birth record. We don't got no set birth record. We don't got no beginning nor ending.
So what I'm saying, basically in Africa, you know what I mean, there's a whole different type of culture that.
If we even go back, it ain't even Africa. It's Asia. It's Asia. You know what I'm saying? And before that, it was Al Asia. You know what I'm saying? It was together. You know what I'm saying? But when they started doing the racism shit, they had the mad scientists and shit. Yeah, it separated, and then they built the bridge. The Chinese niggas broke the bridge because they ain't want no parts of that. They want no parts of that. You know what I mean? So it's we could go deep with this shit.
So definitely go real quick. So the next topic basically is the division of the black family. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? We got the slavery and forced separation. We got the systematic racism, you know what I'm saying? The Jim Crow laws, you know what I'm saying? The mass incarcerations, you know what I mean? The welfare policies, housing discrimination, you know what I mean? And economic exploitation, educational inequities, you know what I mean? Stereotypes and stigmatizations and cultural displacements. You know what I mean? In the black family, what I think about that?
The man's supposed to be the head, right?
Yeah.
The man is the structure of the family. Whatever the man does, it will affect the family. So if the man go outside of the house, and if a man is all day outside of the house fighting the world, fighting society, fighting the racism, fighting the white man, and trying to make $1 in a living and a cost for the household, and this is where the division coming at. This is where it's so important to understand where the division coming at. If I'm fighting the world all day long and I come home, now I'm coming home, I gotta fight you, and I gotta deal with the facts that now my woman been at home all day gossiping and dealing with her friends and doing this and that. Oh, Bertha said that Louis was outside. And now we dealing with the fact that now this is where the division comes.
There ain't no women.
Not all women, but I'm saying now.
It's not all women because a woman is somebody who got knowledge or something. They're saying they got knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and they know
they dressing and moving like a woman. They dressed in 3/4 of garment. They the mother of civilization. You know what I'm saying? Like the man fat her with the seed, and then she fat them with knowledge herself. You know what I'm saying? Like you teach her. And then she teach the whole community. You know what I'm saying? Like you give her the food. True indeed. You give her the food.
Each one teach 9.
Yeah, real. And that's her. You know what I'm saying? You teach her, and she teach the whole community.
Hate the fly
that's where the village coming in. That's a real woman. But right now we don't got. I'm not gonna say we don't got real women, but just to go off what you was saying, it's like you outside. If she don't understand that what you fighting, then she ain't coming home, and when you come home and she ain't catering to you because she don't even know her place in the world. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the shit that she went through before that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you can't, and she already 20-something when you already met her when y'all started a family, so this will be hard as fuck for you to change her if they already raised her like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take that shit.
Women teach women how to be independent. Men teach men how to be strong, how to survive, and how to understand the laws in the world, in this world. You feel what I'm saying? It's a structure. What we lacking in this communities, and this go with the division, is that the lack of a man in the house is the lack of a structure, discipline, morals, values, and principles. So the moment that you lacking in that, we dealing with a lot of scars. We dealing with a lot of traumas. We dealing with a lot of hurt women. We dealing with a lot of people that hurt people. So we dealing with a lot of that. In this society nowadays, a woman is taught to be independent. You know what I'm saying? So independency is stronger than dependency. So back in the days, women depended on a man to go make the money to be able to take care of the household.
So how I look at it, so how I look at this shit, right? This is really important. I need y'all to understand that in all segments of life, you know what I mean, it's like about survival. You know what I mean? In the lions, right? There's a whole bunch of lions, but there's different clans. If a male lion definitely, you know what I mean, comes, you know what I mean, from being a cub, get kicked out the house, you know what I mean, because he can become too big. Him and his brothers go off, you know what I mean, they find another clan. They see mad females in that clan. Guess what? They're going to try, you know what I mean, see what's up, but then it's going to be a fight between them and that male. You know what I'm saying? So then basically, if those two lions end up defeating the other lion from that clan, then they end up taking over, destroying the kids, boom, boom, boom. That's literally what's going on right now. The reason why our woman is living in this modern mindset, I keep bringing it back to that European shit. You know what I mean? The modern woman. You know what I mean? They think that getting money, this cosmetologist mindset, thinking that a woman is a man. They really change women and men don't think like they men. Know what I mean? But they fed on their things that they want. They fed off the things that they want.
Oh no. Get it.
Know what I'm saying? But basically, the black man has been dominated by the white man. Our woman cannot trust in us no more.
Yeah, because we have
our women can't trust in us no more.
We have been
we are dominated by the white man.
I don't. My wife believe in me. She don't believe in no white man, and ain't no white man dominating me.
Hanging, bro.
So I don't agree with that. But
she got knowledge herself.
But there's a reason for that though. So dig deep to that. Because we conversate. No. It's because, let's be real, she's a 1%.
Yeah, she's different.
She's a 1%, and why she's a 1%?
I'm not gonna say why she 1%. She who she's supposed to be. But it's not my job to tell the world what she do or what she is.
No.
What I mean.
Well, what I mean is that. Damn, bro, I don't even want to cut you off. Go ahead, man.
Nah, I wasn't saying that. I stopped.
Listen, this is my brother, so I could kind of sort of speak for him a little bit, but I shouldn't. But what I'm gonna say is that it's different when you have a woman that look up to me. It's different that a woman want to gain knowledge from a man. You feel what I'm saying? It's different when a woman listens to a man more than she listens to a woman. Nowadays, women lead women to destruction.
But who gave them that right? We are dominant. We can't control our woman no more. It's
the
white man that control. That's the white man that controls the whole system.
But what I think is though, we gotta get rid of that old thinking. About the women supposed to submit to the man or whatever. Because there's some women is really smarter than their husband.
Majority of them.
But you know, it's the ones that seek that dominance. They want to be dominant over a man, so they want to tell him what to do, this and that. That's when the friction. That's when the friction happens. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, turn that game off, nigga.
If people building together, if the wife and the husband is building together, that's a beautiful thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Listen to her, she listen to you.
Right.
It shouldn't be no submitting to nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
One hustle, two grinders.
Exactly. But the man is the backbone because he's stronger.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody come in the house, whatever, try to do something to you. Who's going?
The man gonna go.
The man is going to
say, baby, go check that for
50-50,
me.
basically.
The man gonna say, baby, go down there and get the door.
Hold on.
So basically, are you saying like go 50-50 on finances with your woman and all of that?
I can say
she's able to do that.
None of that.
She's able to do that. Yeah,
So y'all. So what you think? So 50-50. You think that you're supposed to go 50-50 with a woman, or you supposed to go 100% on the bills? Which one you do? Which one would you do? What do you prefer? We gonna go around. We'll go around. We get the answer from everybody, and everybody can explain everything.
And I'm
We'll pass it
gonna
up.
give you the reason why.
50-50 or 100%?
50-50 because.
All right, 50-50 or 100%.
50-50.
50-50 or 100%.
100 and 100. I feel like y'all should both.
Right, I was gonna say that.
100.
So that's 50-50. 50-50 or 100%.
It's not. Because first of all, it could be. See, we talking about. Hold on.
100. All right, we're gonna break it down. 50-50 or 100%. No, I got you. No, go trust me. I just want to get. Then we gonna go.
Yeah, we're gonna go around.
Real quick. 50-50 or 100%. 100. 50-50 or 100%.
Oh shit! Hold up, make sure. Yeah, that shit still going.
50-50 or 100%.
Still recording.
50-50 or 100%.
100, because sometimes niggas ain't got it.
Nigga, 100 on bills on me, and I want her to hold it down at the house.
This nigga's entrepreneur though.
I'm gonna say where the 50-50 come in because it's 100, right? You give me 100 of you, I give you 100 of me.
Exactly.
Simple as that. That's where the 50-50 come in at. Now, when we talk about finances, you should be able to sustain your own. Because at the end of the day, if I'm not presently here, and you've been doing this shit on your own, you gotta continue to do that shit on your own.
Right.
You can't continue to be dependent on me while I'm not presently.
Yeah.
And nowadays, these women don't just only depend on you; they depend on other dudes. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like you gotta understand where if I'm dealing with a chick that got
not married.
Hold on. If I'm dealing with a chick that got kids and we boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever, we take that commitment to be like monogamy. That don't mean shit. She's always able to go back and beg the kid's father, like, oh, I need help today, or whatever the case may be. That's what it boils down to.
And you can't block your blessings.
And you can't block it.
There we go.
We're gonna say men, but it's women too, because when you find the right woman, you got a prize.
Oh my, nah, you won. You got.
Listen,
It's a trophy. No, hold on. It's trophy.
If she don't got the right mindset, she is fucking trash. I don't care if she got a fatty. I don't care
if she don't got no body, you can make it work.
Fuck all that. If she don't got the right mindset, listen, give me a chick with a flat ass and the right mindset. We gonna rock out.
She got a flat ass and two face
You want a chick with a fatty and nice
flat
body,
ass,
and she
right
dumb.
mindset.
And she dumb. She gotta teach your kids dumb shit.
Facts. Now, it's mine over matter. You feel me? At the end of the day, it's mine over matter. So,
You're gonna need it. Good luck.
Say my nigga.
Good luck, man.
Listen, in all reality, right? Damn, I forgot what I was about to say.
Yeah, exactly. That shit probably bullshit.
Recording.
Yeah, shit for that. But it's a conversation that we had, and it was like, I'm trying to think about this shit.
What is it about? Niggas?
Yo, man, ask you this question real quick before you go. King.
Ask you this question before you go, right?
Niggas.
I wrote it down. If your baby mother, I mean, you hate her, right? You hate her because, like, let's say that you got a baby mother and she try to get you shot up and shit. All that, y'all really hate each other. Right? But I just want you to get that image in your head so you can see where I'm coming from. And you see her getting beat up outside her house by her boyfriend.
Right.
And you with your daughter, what would you do?
This nigga driving by.
I'm gonna take my daughter and leave. That ain't got nothing to do with me. This is
exactly.
That's not our boyfriend. I'm supposed to
jump
in and stop him from doing what he's doing. She chose him. That
what
got
you
nothing to do with me.
What you doing? I gotta have doing
anyway.
Right.
That's not how that woman.
Listen, as a father, as a man, my job is to protect my child. So I'm gonna take my child and leave. That's it. I was gonna say, oh, don't hit her. This his girl. This his property now.
Hey, stop that!
This is your real estate. This is your real estate.
Don't hit her. I love her.
Nah, yeah, I agree. Like I had like fucking like you know what I'm saying? Like somebody called me in the middle of some shit, but it's like, all right, mine's is here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like thought about it. We go over there, but it's like, man, ain't nothing to do with you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's between them. Saying if she chooses to stay, then that's what she gotta do. As long as my kid is not there, if my kid is physically there,
you got it.
Best believe I'm coming.
I've been on both sides of the fence, so I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say that I've been on both sides of the fence. I've been
as far as what?
As far as everything, I've been the aggressor, and I also been the one that been you know what I'm saying in the victimized position. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna take mines, and the reason why I'm gonna take mines because I've always been there for mines, and I'm gonna protect mines. Simple as that. Like, yo, if you're gonna sit there and do that shit, that's you. That you gonna allow that. Simple. I'm not going to intervene, and I'm not going to put myself in a position to do something to somebody at the end of the day for what?
You get yammed up for some bullshit.
You're going to tell on me anyway.
Yep. Who, me?
Yep.
What did
But the scenario, so the scenario is if you say you pulling up, that's the scenario. Like you pulling up,
and your daughter is
you in your
watching
scat pack,
your daughter watching.
And this shit going on the front lawn.
Now you're in the bucket. You're in the Honda bucket.
Oh, so I'm in the Ford Fiesta. I'm pulling up in my bucket, and that's going on in the front lawn. Man, listen. I'm gonna most likely have an outfit that costs more than the car on, and I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna call like 2 of my niggas like, yo, guess what's happening right now? We gonna do a FaceTime group, and I'm gonna be like, yo, shorty out here getting ragged by Raul, whoever the fuck the nigga name is. What y'all think I should do? I'm gonna ask them niggas first, even though I know they're gonna give me an ignorant ass answer. Like, yo, fuck them up. I'm gonna be like,
you gotta stop it because she's watching.
Yeah,
she don't want
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop out.
beat
I'm
up.
gonna walk past the situation that's going on. I'm gonna go inside because most likely the baby's at the screen door.
What did you do when that happened?
No, that never happened. That never happened. But I already came up with the answer when I wrote the question out. When I wrote the question out, like the answer is, I'm gonna
I ain't doing shit.
Nah, the perfect answer is I'm gonna get my phone, record that shit, so DCF could see that shit, nigga. We get full custody, boy. Full custody, about to get.
Situations like that, in the heat of the moment.
Nah, I'm telling you, bro. I can't fry. When I first thought about it, I got mad as fuck. I go on everything I love. Oh, everything I love. No, I can't front. When I was like, damn, my nigga, I hate my life. I was in the car doing an Uber. That's when I came up with the question. These questions be coming out of the blue with these Ubers, and I was like, my nigga, I'm getting mad as fuck again. 'Cause I got a crazy life. If I was to see that, I would have to do something. I was thinking I have to do something because my daughter will be watching me. Like, Dad, I understand that you and my mother not together, but that's still my mother. So it's like I'll be letting my daughter down, right? But then I started thinking like, shit, my emotions is crazy. My emotions always, most times, will override my thoughts. The perfect thing is to do though. What I wrote down was to video record it and then be like, Janelle, you see, this is why. This is why you don't fuck with your mother. I'm your protector. Your mother can't protect you. That's why you can't be with your daughter, your mother. Cause look at your mother. Your mother getting beat up by niggas. Don't fuck with your mother. You know what I mean? I'm your father. You know what I mean? Type shit.
My shit is that I'm not recording shit. Cause first of all, I'm not thinking about that. My first instinct is like, it's either we're gonna get into it or we're not gonna get into it. But my thing is like, yo, let me get my daughter up out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Because at the end of the day, yo, that's your situation. Why am I being involved in your situation? You feel what I'm saying?
I ain't dropping the dick off no more.
Right, no, it's not even that. It's not even that because you gotta understand one thing, man. You gotta put yourself in one position. If I ain't here, she gonna choose him regardless. She gonna choose him regardless. If I ain't here for mine, who's gonna be here for mine?
You gonna be fighting on a chick that's fucking on another nigga.
No, I'm straight.
At the same time, it's like you laid down with this person and made this kid, so it's like
facts. That's number one.
If your kid's seeing this at the crib or her mother house and shit like that, then that's a part of your responsibility. Saying that you take her from there and then you don't have nothing to do with that. But she's staying there and she's seeing her mother coming with a black eye. That's gonna do something to her.
I'll take yo.
Nah, but the way like for example, I know a chick, right?
No, I'm just saying.
For example, I know a chick, right? She was raised by a single mother. And she used to tell me, like, when I was dealing with her, she was like, yo, I used to see my mom get her ass whipped all the time. That's why I sat at the screen door. She was like, I used to be at the screen door, these niggas in the backyard fighting, like fist fighting. And I'm like, you ain't, like, your pops never pulled up or nothing? But then she like, yo, that nigga used to be like, tell me when I was with him, like, yo, that's none of my business because I could go to jail for life if I go defend her. After you was born, me and her situation was a dub.
Still gonna go back to her.
Exactly.
So you gotta understand this. It's like your sister. Number one, that's a perfect.
Oh, now my sister hit. She on her own, nigga.
No, hold on, listen.
Oh, you with that bum ass nigga? Peace.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. If anybody touching my sister, nigga, it's straight up going to jail time, nigga. I'm straight up bloody murder, my nigga. Everybody already know that, my nigga. Hell no, nigga.
You got my business.
Facts. So you
I ain't seen that shit.
So you gotta understand
that. My business, man.
Whatever you choose to do, that's your business. Because the moment I put myself
once you make yourself involved with it, it's over.
Your sister
like they
gonna
say.
fuck back with the dude. Your baby mother gonna fuck back with the.
Hold on, listen. You gotta understand one thing, right? Love is blind.
Hey yo,
it would take over.
King Darice pulling off.
You feel me? God, listen.
Y'all want to drop your handles so I can get some of this internet clout like the rest of these niggas?
We got it already.
King Darice Bey, we out.
Yeah, man. I'm the real _Shakim on Instagram. I'm Shakim Shabazz on Facebook. On all platforms for music or whatever, I'm Shakim Shabazz. SHAKIM Shabazz. You know what I'm saying, with 2 Z's. February 18th, we at Terminal for New Haven Imperial first annual fashion show. Yeah, y'all pull up, man. Tickets $25, man. We got a lot of dope designers in the building. We got dope vendors. We got models coming from in and out of town, and I got like 5 different performers coming. So it's lit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just for this town, man.
What's that date again?
February 18th, man. 4 o'clock, man. 4 p.m. Doors open at 3. Terminal 110.
That's godly
240
shit.
Sergeant Drive.
That's godly shit. That's godly shit. Yo, V_88XXX. 88 is an infinity sign. It's just victory, victorious, and all that. And all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We sent that. Y'all like, we out here, man. We just trying to make this thing go, and we just trying to continue to be doing the things that we doing, man. That's all. Being productive. Simple.
And all in all, this goes back to what I originally was saying on the podcast. Support your local hustlers. Whether niggas got a business or not, niggas is out here doing something positive, you gotta support them. Because a lot of motherfuckers out here, you support your weed man, right? That nigga got 6-7 million mothers. He ain't doing right. That nigga in the streets. You supporting him by copping them AFEs off that nigga, them zips off that nigga, right? But you ain't gonna support a nigga who making suits or making some FUBU type shit coming up in the hood. When this nigga told me about that fashion show, I'm like, oh shit, nigga, I come back from Puerto Rico.
Facts.
Nigga, what's up? I'm in there. Fresh off the jet lag and anything, nigga. I'm in there.
And not to interrupt, also stay silent. Stay silent in a world full of suckers. That's the brand.
Yo, real quick though, like, so what? And to your perspective, what are the 5 things that's creating the mental issues with black men? And then, like, basically, and then in transition, 5, like 2 things, I guess, like 2-3 things.
I'm gonna say
more than that.
It should be more than that.
It definitely is more, but like,
I'm gonna say systematic. Number 1. Number 2 is where we place ourselves in. Simple. We gotta take accountability for placing ourselves in certain situations. Number 3 is understanding the value of us. If we don't understand our value, we can't provide anything. So if we being used, if we being like demoralized, it's integrity. Number 1. That's number 1.
Damn, a lot of niggas don't know that word though, bro.
Integrity is number 1 is because it's not the only thing that you.
A lot of people don't know the word.
No. A lot of niggas don't know what integrity means.
You mean they don't utilize the word?
No, these niggas don't know. These niggas don't know what integrity means. I know 6-7 niggas that don't know what it means.
Doing what you're doing when nobody looking.
Not even just that, just having that state of mind of I'm always going to do the right thing.
Regardless of what?
No matter what.
So,
well,
and no. You can have negative integrity as well. No matter what, if a nigga fuck with me, I'm going to blast that nigga.
but that
I got my cousin Run. That nigga retarded, but he got street integrity.
I bleep that nigga's name out.
So I'm gonna say this because listen, my brother's on the line. Free you, bro. Listen, my brother got 55 years, but we ain't gonna really discuss that. My brother's on the line right now. This my man right now. Listen. My man right now, he's fighting for his life all over again, and he's really on some like perspective, just keeping his mind. This man's mind right now is better than the free man mind because he's keeping his mind intact. They got his body, but they don't got his mind.
Yeah.
So you gotta understand one thing, like this is my blood, my blood. Like me and him share the same fucking name. You feel what I'm saying? He's God to me. And sometimes, though, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, my brother been doing time since he was 13 years old.
Sheesh.
My brother been in and out of jail since he was 13. And this last bid was 55. You feel what I'm saying? But my man's still with the high spirit. Still keeping the morals and the principles that we stand by. Stand tall, feet on the ground, and keep your head high. Simple. Stay solid. Stay solid in the world full of
Because
suckers.
when you like that in there, when you like that in jail, them niggas be madder than a motherfucker.
You feel what I'm saying? And one thing is, my man didn't lay down and got fucked. My man fought for his shit. You feel what I'm saying? So he still got the ability to fight for his freedom.
You should have said pause.
Pause, but we speaking real
Like,
shit.
like when it come to that shit, like
I can't even say pause when it comes to this.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. When it come to that, it's a different level of things.
You on the phone, like
He wants
Yo, bro, you want to say something? Say something to the people, man.
They're recording this shit, so make it.
Say something to the people, bro.
Niggas gotta keep their head up, man. If I think if you ask me what's good with niggas mental is culture. Like niggas don't know that they can walk away from something and still be themselves without having to truly like judge themselves harshly because of what somebody else thinks, man. It's culture. Like if you don't know you can walk away from something, you don't know how to do it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And I'm glad that you said that because. Go ahead.
As far as like laying down and shit, like, or being a stand-up, man, motherfuckers, like, it's so simple to go with the norm, man, and be exactly what somebody wants you to be for a moment, because motherfuckers don't teach you, like, the way you should be treated after that moment is not the same way, like, so if I shoot a nigga, if I do something to a nigga, you respect me, but if I breathe life into the nigga, you don't, so that shit don't add up. So I'm just saying, like, niggas, just be yourself, like, be true to who you are, and stop following niggas. Just for a soundbite or a clip or a moment that is not gonna mean nothing after it's gone.
That's a fact. That's a fact. It's like existing over like perception sometimes, because it's like you perceive. Sometimes we
Existence over prosper.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we look at like what's tomorrow is. When we gotta worry about what today is gonna finish. How we gonna finish today? How we finish today is gonna affect tomorrow.
I always say that you know, and get the fuck out of like, nigga.
At the end of the day, if you can say the people that really truly care about you, be proud, then do what you do. Like if tomorrow the people that you truly care about go like, this nigga bugging. What the fuck are you thinking? And I mean, you doing something wrong.
That's what I'm talking about, God. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just want everybody to understand, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's your name and what's your inmate number so people can understand where you coming from?
You
know?
send money. What's your cash app so they send you some money?
Yeah. Facts.
So, man, sent out y'all, man, 34, 11, man, but real shit, man, these are guns, man. Let's get it. Like, man, I'm going up positive now. That shit used to stand for something else, man. I'm going up positive now, so that's what guns stand for now, man. Y'all just get with it, man.
Facts. So when he said we sent that Yala, me and my brother share the same name. We just share different birthdays. You feel what I'm saying? And we both godly. And what we mean godly is when we stand on principles and morals and values. We value ourselves over everything. You know, we put ourselves in certain situations because we love hard. And that's the problem about when it comes to us, bro. We really love hard. And when we love, we give you the shirt of our backs. We fuck around and take our drawers off and give it to you. Pause. You feel me? Because we value that. We value morals and we value everything, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like blood is blood and respect is respect. And the moment that we understand that you don't respect it, we learn how to move away. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it takes certain hard situations for us to understand that people don't respect us. We gotta go through this shit, through the motions, to understand that people don't respect us, bro. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people that take that and use it to their advantage.
All the time, because you know what? People take deep love. Like I could love you, bro. But let me tell you something.
Use it as a weakness.
Facts. Trust is more valuable than love, bro.
And you gotta understand that everything that we was taught, that code that we standing on wasn't for us to win. It was for somebody else to abuse us and get away with what they was doing.
Listen, this is what he wanted right here, and he got it from you. I can see it right now in his face. Listen, he wanted it. He wanted this from somebody, but you gave it to him. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not designed for us, bro. I love you, bro. Listen.
And understand for the people, man. Understand a love phase, man. Loyal niggas don't, man. If you got a loyal nigga with you, man, understand you gotta appreciate him, love him, and really be there, like, because you don't get that often, man.
That's a fact, bro. I love you. Keep holding your head down.
Man, that shit can't be bought.
That's a fact, bro. So I love you. I want you to hold your head down. You already know how me and you rock. Stay solid. Stay solid in a world full of suckers. Keep your head up. You heard? I love you, baby. Love. So in all perspective, like it's loyalty over love, bro, and respect over everything. Because if you respect me, I value you more than the average thing. You know what I'm saying? People always love because we miss love, bro.
That's females.
You know what I'm saying? It's an emotion.
Females love.
Yeah.
What female need to give us is loyalty
and respect. Number one for a man is respect. Number one is respect. Number one is respect because if you respect me, then I know you value me enough not to do some fuck shit behind me.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying? True. Bro, I see you, bro. You good? Let that shit out, bro. This is the part of healing. Let that shit out.
Nah, like listening to bro on the phone with bro. That shit bring me back to like when it comes to that prison shit. I don't like last episode how Shorty was like, oh, he want to go back to prison. It's like when you go do something like that. When you go to prison, when you go up top, like how they say in New York. Like, when you hear somebody on the phone like that, I know what this nigga going through. When you take that shit to trial and you lose, or even if you cop out, it's just you going up the way, period. Like, this nigga just seen me like this. Well, you ain't never seen me like this. But hearing that right there, this shit ties into the men's healing. Bro, I did 5 years in prison for being accused of some shit that I didn't do in a way that was, like, basically illustrated on the media and all of that. To the point where, and this is what it really brings me to where now, it's been 5 years I get out of prison, and Amazon can use that shit against me when I apply to them.
That's a fact.
Places can use that shit against me when I apply to them. I'm like, yo, I'm not the same motherfucker that I was when I was 18. Because when I committed my crime, I was 18. I was a wild boy. I was a socio boy, and I'm still a socio boy to this very day. But it's on a whole different level. And hearing him and doing, like, listening to that shit and then going back to when I was doing my time, like, that shit really gets to me because there's a lot of niggas that I left in there that's good niggas.
That's never going home.
That's never going home. There was a nigga that I was in there with. 10 seconds cost that nigga his whole life. And I write that nigga to this very day. 10 seconds. Nigga was beating up somebody. This nigga got involved. And it was some emotional shit. A bitch he was fucking on. Nigga beating on the bitch. Nigga tell this nigga, get on your knees, nigga. Shoot this nigga in the back of the head. But he ain't finished the job. Nigga end up surviving. Pointing at that nigga in court. That nigga showed me. That nigga has pictures. You know when they got the people in court? Yeah. That nigga had that shit hung up next to the joint. I don't know if y'all been to jail before, but when you in jail, you get a light next to your bunk. That nigga had that shit next to his bunk. And then I looked into it deeper. I said, why you got that up there? Because it's not just... No, it's not a reminder. He was on some demon time. Oh, this nigga pointing at me in court. I'm gonna do this 45 years and I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna smoke and I'm gonna do another. You can't do another 45 years. Nigga, the average black male only lived to what, 60, 70? Less than that. Because niggas are stressed out, especially when you
crashing out.
Listening to your brother on that phone, bro, brought me back to that. I've been home going on, shit, this year will be 7 years in June. I came home the same day Prodigy died from Mobb Deep. And I came home and I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna let these niggas tell me what I can and cannot be. It took me a minute to get to where I'm at right now, but I stay solid. I went and worked a 9 to 5, punched the clock. There's a viral clip of me online right now of me talking about how when I came home, I'm taking the fucking city bus in Bridgeport, listening to Spotify and doing all that extra shit that I had to do.
So your drive is right there, bro.
Bro, listen, ain't too many niggas that did the time that I did. Because I did what's considered a skid bid. 5 years is a skid bid to what they giving niggas my age these days. They taking how many buzzes on your shirt and your jeans or your slacks? Alright, that's how many years you got. That's how they doing that.
What I want you to understand is this, that I ain't never been to jail, but I was gratefully enough to be able to be in positions and places to where, like, yo, I could get a certain amount of time for the shit that I have done. But what I'm saying is, like, you gotta find the meaning of suffering. Like DMX said, the meaning to survive is to find the meaning in suffering, bro. Mm-hmm. You have to understand that you suffered this, and you gotta go and you gotta find your purpose in this.
And that's why that shit just brought me to that. Like,
I know, I could tell. And this is why I did that. I did that because I want you to understand one thing. My brother's birthday is coming up on the 16th. My brother been in jail now almost 9 years. And how he got caught up was because another person was trying to dodge jail and was like, yo, he's over here. And they set him up, and now the person is dead. But I just want everybody to understand this is part of the journey. This is part of the healing. This is part of the black man. This is part of the us man. This is part of everybody's life. Like, you don't never know what you're going to go through until you go through it. You got to go through the fire and get burned and understand that your purpose is bigger than what the fuck is going on out here sometimes. You got to go through it to get through it. And that's the reality of this shit. Like, my brother been doing time since he was 13, like I said earlier. Like, on some real shit. My brother been in, people that understand that, what the fuck is that shit called again? Like, this nigga been doing juvenile detentions, bro. Doing furloughs and shit like that. Niggas don't do furloughs no more.
They don't do furloughs no more. Nigga, I wish they had that when I was locked up.
You feel what I'm saying? Did 2.5, came home, in not even 6 months.
I'd have been in Russia, nigga.
6 months of a 2-year bid that turned to a 10-year bid because that's when the treasure shit happened. With the home invasion shit happened. They was smacking niggas, everybody.
And it was white.
You was in a halfway house, you was getting set back that month.
For robberies and anything like that, bro.
Yep.
This is reality.
You know
this
about that?
Go back to the systematic shit, bro. This go back to the systematic shit, bro. My brother did it. It was supposed to be a 2-year bid. It turned to a 10-year bid. Now it's 5. It's 5 after suspended after 10. You feel what I'm saying? It's 10 suspended after 5.
So yeah, I was just thinking like.
That's what I did. I did 10 years suspended after 5.
Mm.
Them
I was
niggas
just thinking. Feel me? I was just thinking how. You feel me, y'all?
Talk to me.
I was just thinking how this episode reminded me of another episode we did. You know what I'm saying? It was not your part, but more so my guy Metro part, man. No, definitely not your part, you know what I mean? But
talk to us, God.
It's a reason the way I am. Why?
You know, episode with Jimmy J.
Nigga say I was asleep. I woke up. Yeah, but this shit.
My bad, I'm fucking with you.
This is some real shit though. This is something that I'm hearing this nigga on the phone. Like I said, before we even started playing, I heard the beeps. I'm like, nigga, them beeps.
PTSD.
Nigga, I got PTSD. Bro, listen, when they came and got me, listen. Before we close,
Fuck. We gonna have to do this. We gonna have to run it back. Because I gotta talk about this on camera.
I should record. Talk to me. Draw the conversation.
So another question I want to ask to draw the conversation before my phone died is, hell yeah, my phone about to die. So the question is, why do women hide their abusive men but expose broke ones? Now this is the question for the females, but I mean the women panel didn't come in today. So, but that is a transitional question too, though. Like, I mean, what y'all think? I don't know. Like, I don't even want to actually. That kind of question is kind of weird.
It's kind of weird, but
I don't even ask that shit. I just thought about that shit. Okay, that is something I wrote down. That's the only reason why I asked it. I just wanted to write down. I just wanted to finish reading off everything I had written down. But to be honest, I don't even want to ask that question. Next question. So, that shit.
It's all for clout. Fuck that.
Yeah. The next one was really what's the real definition of a masculine man and a masculine woman?
What is really the definition of it?
Masculine, right?
What's
I got it.
So the true traditional definition of a masculine man is masculinity often includes traits such as strength, assertiveness, independence, leadership, competence, competitiveness, and stoicism. Men who embody traditional masculinity are often expected to be the primary breadwinner, protector, and provider for their families. This concept has been associated with a traditional gender role and an expectation for men to fulfill certain societal and family responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? So, based off of that, what you got to say, God?
I'm gonna say this. Listen, I'm gonna say this real shit real quick. And I want you to understand where I come from. We've been demasculated, period, because we don't have a safe space. We can't come to our woman and be able to talk of how we feel, period. Nowadays, us men, we dealing with a lot of shit. We dealing with not just with the system, but with the word. And also, the moment that we get the space to talk, we can never get our shit out because we always dealing with emotions. We always dealing with the fact that we gotta
worry about being judged and shit.
We gotta worry about being judged, but the number one thing is I heard this shit the other day and it made fucking sense. It's like the moment that I speak for myself, you're already making a decision for me. You're already choosing what I'm saying without understanding where I'm coming from. And masculinity means strength, right? If I'm fighting all day and I come to you and I'm like, fuck, I just need a little softness just to like be able to be able to deal with the world tomorrow. I gotta come to a house and fight. I gotta come to a house and take care of shit. I gotta come to the house and clean, cook, and all that other extra shit. Now, nowadays when we talk about 50-50, like we said earlier, when we talk about 50-50 is that some of us men that been raised by women, we know how to cook, we know how to clean, we know how to do a lot of shit that a lot of women don't do. So when we say 50-50, I try to take care of a lot of shit that you didn't do in the house because it's like I don't want to knack, I don't want to bother you. You working too, you feel me? But you don't appreciate the fact that I'm taking initiative to cook, clean after I just worked 13 to 14 hours myself.
I got you for right now. What they define femininity.
The perfect femininity woman that you would think is the perfect definition of femininity, which is on the other. Which is a femininity woman is associated with the traits such as nurturing, empathy, sensitivity. Modesty. You know what I'm saying, and focus on family and caregiving roles. Women who embody traditional femininity are often expected to prioritize their roles as caregivers, homemakers, and nurturers, and may be encouraged to be supportive and accommodating in their relationships. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree 100%. I believe that a woman is supposed to stand on her essence. That's number one. And what I mean stand on her essence is you are a woman. You give birth. So you got to endure a lot of more pain than we do. But we deal with that physical aspect and the mental aspect of everything. As far as like, if we outside, we got to deal with, number one, racial. We got to deal with racial society regardless. So is you. I'm not saying that women don't deal with racist shit. I'm not saying that women don't deal with the physical aspect of a lot of shit, but we got to deal with this shit every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? So, feminine woman is beautiful because it allows us to be us and allow us to have a moment to be soft and allow us to be a moment to like, all right, let our guard down. This woman gonna take care of our wounds. We just finished fighting the world, so this woman gonna heal us when we get home. This woman gonna give us the love that when we get home. This woman gonna want to hear us when we get home. As the same for us, like we want to hear what happened with you today. Oh baby, what happened to you today? You know what I'm saying? That is the feminism of a woman that allow us men to continue to keep fighting this fucking fight, because at the end of the day, we go to the world wounded. Like a wolf can't travel alone, bro. You gotta understand this shit. A lonely wolf is dangerous, bro, because you could be able to get attacked from every single angle.
Now you're a tiger.
Bro, but listen, that's the problem though. You're a tiger, but at the end of the day, bro, when we fight in this fight ourselves, sometimes, man, it gets the best of us. Because we can handle the physical aspect of this shit. We can't handle the emotional aspect of this shit. That's where a woman come in at. It comes with the emotions. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance to this shit, because if I can handle everything physically and you can handle the shit emotionally, then we good.
So basically, like, life started with two different perspectives, you know what I mean? It was definitely traditional and a simple man being man, woman being woman, femininity, masculinity. Now, what white people have started to do, which was amplify, utilizing the mentalities and the mind states, giving everybody the equal rights and the choices, and expecting people to, based off of their choices, to have the same morals, but not understanding, like, psychologically, if whenever you get more things, know what I mean, that change the way how you think, know what I'm saying, like, know what I mean, just automatic, know what I'm saying, like, if you broke, know what I mean, your lifestyle is going to be totally different than when you, eventually if you get like mad, it's going expeditiously.
I'm gonna say this. Why is it when you broke you the most happiest?
That is not the truth though.
You're the most happiest because nobody's begging you for nothing. You able to supply love. You're able to supply nurturing. And you feel what I'm saying? So when you got money, everybody named mother want to give you their problems. When you broke, nobody want to give you shit. And you happy.
I can relate to this though.
I hate being broke.
I know you hate being broke, but you gotta understand this shit. Mike Tyson said it the best. Mike Tyson said, "When I don't like having money, because when I had money, I had the most problems."
That's because he ain't know how to manage his money.
Not even because he know how to manage the money, because everybody named mother was asking for something.
Because he ain't know how to manage his money.
Like I said, bro, when you come from nothing, you want to give everything.
But that's
the moment
knowledgeable, like how white people are. They're knowledgeable on saving that money.
I understand that, but get this though. Us coming from nothing, we come from shit, bro. We make shit out of nothing.
And then we usually spy all Gucci. We buy Gucci and shit. That's not black people shit. We look what we got.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But listen to this though. How can we make? Listen, white people. Let me break this shit down to you.
White people.
We could break down a pig. Break down a pig. White people use the finest meat and the finest cut out of the pig, right?
For them.
Why is it that we use chitlins? We make chitlins out of shit. We make pig feet out of this shit. We make fresh shoulders. White people don't even use fresh shoulders, bro. And this is where the pulled pork and all that shit come from. We make this shit fine.
Yeah, we make nothing out of something.
You feel me? So that's where that's where something come out of nothing. We had nothing, so we made it something. Now everybody want to take away from this shit. Like we wasn't the fucking creators of this shit. So that's why I said when you don't have nothing, man, you're the most happiest, because you know what? Nobody depend on you.
But like the reason why before when the fellas was here, I brought up the Lions is because, you know what I mean. And for instance, in the United States, there's only one kind that really runs it. It's the Vikings or whoever, the Europeans, whatever the white people that run it. It's that one group that really run the United States. Maybe they Christians. So, you know what I mean, is they're not gonna relinquish power. It's never gonna happen. They always gonna keep us at a stranglehold because, you know what I mean. They got nuclear weapons. You know what I mean? No, they got the strongest military in the whole world. You know what I mean? We can't destroy them. They got us basically at a low level, you know what I'm saying, for purposes like that.
Oh! Fumble. I'm about to cut that out.
Like Key Dollar.
Like he was biting like an apple. Nah, I'm going to say this from experience. 2011, 12. Niggas living in the jacks. My cousin get 300,000. This nigga walking around like this his whole childhood. Arm don't grow. Riding his shit. He getting 300 bands. That day that 300 bands came, that shit came in increments though. Right? This nigga the richest nigga living in the jacks. Everybody know. Everybody know he got this bread because everybody used to be like, chicken wing, He like, so what? Since he was little, so what? I'm getting a check. Right? And they get the bread. Man, listen. This nigga get the bread. I'm there when he get it. First thing we do is we go to Fordham. We go on every spot that sell phone posits. This is 2012. Every spot that sell phone posits, we bought every phone posit in sight.
What's a phone posit?
A phone posit is a Nike shoe. I'm going to put it on the screen for you niggas who don't know, but that's not sneakers heads. Right? We bought coppers, pewters, slimes. All them shits that was out when we was younger, like when Ray Allen shot, what's that? He Got Game and all that. We copped all them shits. Right? So I said, all right, bet. We sat down. I'm 19 at the time. I'm about to go to prison for 5 years. I already copped out. I ain't go to trial because they was going to smoke me. I'd have been coming home right now. 31. But I'm like, all right, bet. Right? He got 300 bands. This is why I look at shit a little bit different from how he look at it. You getting all this bread. All right. So when he got that bread, they gave him a cap on how much he could spend while he's 18. He just turned 18, got that bread. They said, you got an $18,000 out of $300,000 cap on your shit. So, and this shit about to be crazy because this shit might go viral when I mention this. And I ain't even supposed to be talking about this because there's a contract out already. I don't give a fuck. I go to prison. We did all the traveling and then all that shit. Bought jewelry and all that. That don't mean shit once you go to prison. We go to prison. He like, yo, I'm calling him from prison. Yo, my bro, he a producer in Atlanta. He want to do an artist development deal. This is back when they was doing artist development deals. 2012. So they were still building artists back then. You ain't have to have the numbers before a label come holler at you. He like, yo, niggas want 75,000 or 100 bands to kickstart August Alsina's career. So I'm like, hey, nigga, do that. Make sure you get a return on that, though. Keep a paper trail. This nigga's younger than me. At the time, I'm 19 going on 20. I already know this because I was buying books while I was in prison about running the record label and running studios and all that. Right. He don't know none of this. He's getting all this bread. He got one check for 100,000, another check for 100,000, another check for 100,000 and some change. So he got really in total 300 and something thousand. Yeah. So I'm like, nigga, you the richest living in public housing right now. You're not about to buy a house, so you need to start businesses. Employ your cousins. Employ all them people from the islands that you got coming over here on that visa and all that. Employ them. He ain't do none of that. August blows up. This nigga gets jammed up for a robbery in the A because he got money. He flying niggas out from New York, from Yonkers, New Rochelle, Bronx. Dirty niggas. I'ma say it on camera. Dirty niggas. This nigga ends up getting jammed up. Bam. Nigga, most of that bread went into his legal team to get his ass the fuck up out of jail. Now, August is big, blowing up, fucking Jada Pinkett Smith, doing all this shit. He signs a contract that says, yo, you can't even say that you even contributed anything to the estate of August Alsina. I could show all three of y'all niggas in this room right now the contract. Crazy. Blew that bread. So I'm like, nigga, the white man ain't had nothing to do with this. This is just niggas being ignorant. This plays a part in niggas being ignorant, not having self-awareness. You could have invested in your brother, who was a rapper at the time. Your other brother, who is also a producer at the time. You could have invested in them instead of investing in this nigga and investing in a bunch of materialistic shit. Sending niggas on vacations and bitches on vacations and doing all this other shit. That's why I look at shit like, it all depends on who the person is, really. If you ain't never had no money, you gonna blow it.
This go to let me see that right quick. This go to a vision, right? And this go to a conversation that we had. This go to a vision. When you have a vision, you gotta surround yourself around people that want the same thing as you.
Ooh, I say that every day.
This go to how hungry you are, because I know I'm starving. Guess what? I got a lot of shit on my plate. I got personal shit on my plate. But I ain't got a lot of shit on my business plate. So you got to understand, you got to separate a lot of shit to a lot of shit. So when you personally dealing with a lot of shit, you got to, the goal is this. You can never say you got a lot of shit on your plate because the goal is to what? To eat.
Mm-hmm. And if you got a lot of shit on your plate, you eating, nigga.
The goal is to eat. So at the end of the day, the more shit I pile up on my plate, I don't give a fuck how full I get. I'm still going to eat. And if I ain't going to eat, I'm going to bring it to a table to where everybody's hungry. But you got to come in. You got to add to this shit. And if you can't add to this shit, you got to multiply to this shit. Because we got to separate ourselves from this adding mentality. Because if you add 2 plus 2, it's 4, right? But if you multiply 4 by 2, it's 8. You feel what I'm saying? So multiplying is adding, is just seeing this shit to a higher frequency. You can't just stay stuck in one mentality. So, like, him talking about his cousin having all that bread is because he wasn't self-aware of where he wanted to be. He was just thinking about the shortcomings and shit that could happen right now. I'm going to buy sneakers right now. I'm going to get fly right now. These bitches going to love me right now. At the end of the day, you got to think about this shit longevity. And I've been in the same positions as well myself. I've been in positions where I got a lot of bread and I just thought about today. But I put people in position to go do a book. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I brought laptops and I brought this and I brought that so everybody could get in their position to win. I'm going to lose, but guess what? I'm not going to lose because I'm always going to win because I put somebody else in position to win. So you got to always look at yourself like that. Like, what am I going to do for somebody to put themselves in a position to win? You feel what I'm saying? That's knowledge over power. So you gotta always look at the bigger picture. Not everybody's always looking at the bigger picture because everybody's looking for right now. We're not looking for tomorrow. We're trying to survive today to get to tomorrow. So I had somebody tell me one of the biggest, most beautiful things in the world the other day, and I didn't even fucking think about it like this. He said, today is the gift, that's why it's called the present.
Who said that on the song? Big Sean said that on the song.
I heard this dude tell me that, and I just sat there and I told him my shit. I said, yo, my mother's fighting stage 4 cancer, and it's like the doctors can't say it. They was like, yo, we can't do nothing else no more for her. But guess what? That woman got the strength of 10 motherfuckers in the army. She got the biggest strength than the United States fucking army, bro. Because this woman's still working 2 jobs. This woman's still pushing. This woman, even though she can't see for a work of lick, bro, the fucking cancer took over her vision, bro. And she's still fucking moving, bro. I worry every fucking day. Every day I'm going to get that call. Yo, your mother got hit by a car. Your mother this, your mother that, whatever the case may be. And guess what, man? This woman always fucking surprise me every fucking day, bro. So when you want to really talk about shit, bro, I'm going through this shit, bro. And I face this shit. And when I say it's a lot of shit that you can have on your plate, bro, I'm eating this shit. Like I told you earlier, bro, I've been in a fucking car accident last week, bro. That ain't nothing. I'm still here. Soaring on, I'm here.
Comfortable, sweatsuit and all.
You know what I'm saying? Because I make this shit. This is my life. This is my life, man. If I know God made me to be who I am, man. Salute, brother. You know what I'm saying? God, take care and be safe out there. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be out there soon.
Peace and blessings, bro. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you gotta take this shit for what it is. You gotta endure all of this shit to get to the position that you have to. Like I told you earlier, bro, you got your purpose. So you gotta do what you gotta do, regardless of what. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hustle, you gotta break this shit, and you gotta make it happen. You can't fucking be like, oh, I'm tired, bro. I only run the 4 hours of sleep, and I'm running I'm running from here to fucking Queensbury, New York, bro. Every fucking day. And I'm running the 4 hours of sleep. I'm doing my TikTok shit. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm trying to find different ways to get this money. I'm trying to fucking put my clothing line out there. I'm trying to start my trucking shit and all that shit and doing this podcast shit. So at the end of the day, bro, if I'm busy, you should be busy too.
Yeah. So like, yeah, man. So when that's another
conversation, bro. That's another conversation.
God, we can get deep. We can get deep.
It's like you, nigga, like not for nothing, like not to go your nigga now, like that's like you, nigga. Don't you got a lot of shit going on? Don't you got a lot of shit that you do every day? You tired?
This nigga be on the clock all night. You know,
you tired, right?
Overnight.
Do you complain?
Nah, I work whenever I want. I don't complain because I work when I want.
No, but what I'm saying is, you could complain and you have the right to complain because you're the one that's going through it. But you don't because you understand where you headed. You understand where this shit is going.
Like I got a luxury situation, so I got my own security situation going on where I go to this site and I clock in, clock out whenever I want. Maybe take like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and the duration of time I gotta be there is just like, I mean, how much I get paid is like as much more than what people get paid per hour, and I'm only there for 3-5 minutes. And that's just how it's been like that since 2018. No, it's like that since 2018. Everybody know it. All my boys know it. You know what I mean? And then I do this on the side.
Fellas, they can't get on board.
You know what I mean? You want to see how it work? I got it right here. I can show you.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? It's easy. Life is on
that
easy
is
mode. And then I do Uber and Lyft and shit like that because that's also another situation where I work when I want.
You got no F.
So
DoorDash.
So not even if you do, bro, let me tell you something. There's a loophole with this shit.
Hell yeah, I've been holding it down. I found my loophole.
Well, it's grants out there with the F. Like right now, you having an F, bro. Let me tell you something.
I got 3 though.
Don't let nobody tell you that getting a trade is for suckers. Like I got my CDLs. I got my CDLs.
You got your CNA?
I got my CDLs. That means that is a professional driving license.
Nigga said I got my CNA and my MA and my medical assistant license.
I could drive Class A's with no restriction. I'm talking about I could drive state standards. I could drive automatics. I could drive whatever the fuck I want to drive. But what I'm saying is,
right now, cashing out.
But not even, bro, because I got a misdemeanor on my shit due to the shit that I had just deal with. Like you know what I'm saying, recently, yeah. So I'm not letting that shit stop me, man. I'm gonna go get it by any means necessary, bro. A hustler don't stand for just selling drugs, bro. It's about being able to produce different streams of income. If you can sell water to a fish, man, you can sell whatever to whoever.
If you could sell water to a fish, you know what I mean? A water, like basically you could put a saltwater fish into fresh water, and then that junk start feeling it's about to drown, and then that shit would. Nah, I won't adjust, nigga. That shit would be drowned.
No, it won't adjust, bro. You
gotta feed.
You gotta let it feel the temperature, bro.
All animals
Believe it or not, listen. When you start a fish tank, what's the first thing they tell you when they start a fish tank?
I can't remember last time I had a fish tank.
Put the whatever water the fish is in, put the bag inside of the fresh water. That's the number one thing they're going to tell you to do. Put the bag inside of the water, build your fish tank or whatever the case may be, but put the fish in there inside the bag, bro. let it build the temperature. Let the fish adjust to the temperature of that water.
Yeah, they evolve into.
You gotta be chameleon to the shit, bro. You gotta adjust to all your environments, bro.
Yeah.
That's what a chameleon is. A chameleon can change colors, right? But it's adapting to the environment. So if you see red, you're gonna evolve into the red. If you see blue, you're gonna evolve to the blue. You gotta be chameleon to this shit.
So him saying all of that is gonna go to me. I did all that time in jail for some shit you don't want to go to jail for, right? It's no secret. Whoever know me, know me. They fuck with me, they fuck with me. I came home, I went to work, I punched the clock. But once I started being on that rap shit, and then it eventually opened the doors for the podcast shit, then I met my nigga right here, which is like my brother at this point, because it's been a minute since we've been getting busy with this business. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Everybody coming home that I was writing and they come home, I say, nigga, anything is possible.
Absolutely.
You can evolve into something. Just like alligators and birds and every fucking creature on this earth has evolved to be an inhabitant of the environment.
Absolutely.
Niggas that be like, oh no, I can't do it. It's over, nigga. I'ma just fucking crash out. You giving up. I go through this shit all the time with people that I know in my personal life. Going through some minor shit. Fuck is you stressing for? I done did time. Going to prison, you're dealing with you gotta live with the minimum, what's the word I'm looking for? Minimalist?
Survival.
That you can humanly maintain in.
Yeah.
You get 6 square footage of property. When niggas out here is living with a gang of shit to the point where they gotta get storage units. And I'm like, bro, you could do anything. I came home and worked a busing job. Worked my way up to server. Worked my way up to being a fucking barista, if you will. All the way to being like, man, fuck that. It's COVID, nigga. I'm collecting $900 a week, nigga. I'm outside living like a rapper. And then I'm like, I could really live like a rapper. And then I started rapping. I was already rapping 2010. It's 2020 now. So I'm like, let me get back in my bag real quick. Because I don't give a fuck what label they put me. I'm a felon, I'm this, I'm that, I'm third. Like you doing. Mental. It's all mental. That's all you gotta do. It's just be on your mental. Niggas be with that mental health shit though. Oh no, they got me with these felonies so I can't do this. Fuck Amazon, nigga. Fuck UPS. Do your own shit. What you good at? Drawing. Do hankies in the street as well as you was doing in jail.
You gotta understand one thing. I don't mean to cut you off, bro.
You good?
But you gotta understand one thing, right? Your passion is what you're gonna do, whether you get paid or don't.
Or not. And that's why I do this. We not getting paid right now for this. I like doing this. And you know what's crazy? 2 years ago, you'd have told me you'd be podcasting. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I don't know nothing about no fucking podcast. I listen to podcasts. I listen to Drink Champs. I just listen to what Willie and got.
But you could be them. That's the thing. You could be them because you got shit too. You got story too. You got shit that
exactly. And that's what people told me.
Come on, bro.
I'm interviewing Uncasa. Nigga, I'm Uncasa. Granted, people my age will be like, who the fuck is Uncasa? But I'm like, he's telling me the shit that I needed to hear. I believe that everything happened for a reason.
Absolutely.
Everyone's brought into your life for a reason to leave an impact on you. When I read that, what's that shit that everybody read when they go to jail? Coldest Winter Ever and the Sister Soldier books.
Through the Game and all that shit.
Nah. The other one with the African kid.
I read Through the Game.
It's before Coldest Winter Ever. It's the one with the African kid. He Muslim and shit. Mm-hmm. Like I read that and I remember it. Like in the book, it said like everybody has a purpose and shit, and everything happens for a reason. I read this shit 2 months in my prison bed, doing 5 years, and I'm like, you know what? This is what life about. This is what I came up with. Life is about learning about all this shit, applying what you feel like applies to your life.
Absolutely.
I tell everybody that. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. I'm not about to be like, God loves you. No, I'm going to be like, yo, bro, whatever you feel is what you feel.
Me too. I'm more like a universe type of guy. And number one sense. I'm a Scorpio, so I understand a lot of shit that people don't understand, bro. I go with the motion.
Exactly. Energy.
I go with the
way the universe is working.
There you go. So.
What's goody, what's goody? It's your boy Metro North, a.k.a. Mr. Megalodon, a.k.a. Robert Downey Jr. I'm here to tell y'all, this Valentine's Day, yes, this Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2024, I'm dropping another album. Right after Life Change, I'm dropping this album. It's called Paradise City. I'm singing. It's all R&G. You got Sparks the Fellow up there. You got Chef Lefty up there. You feel me? You even got Famous up there, 995 Famous. Holla at your boy. This Valentine's Day, all platforms. Go stream my shit. Support your local hustlers. Now back to the Lift Podcast with the Men's Healing episode.
I'm a firm believer, like, before you even crash out, it knocks to you. Like, your senses tell you, like,
yeah,
bro, like,
nigga, you got a conscience.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you going in a direction where you don't want to go, bro. I feel like that's what it is, bro. Like, your heart, your mind is bigger than your heart, but you gotta understand the power of your heart. You know what I'm saying? We battle a jail already mentally, whether you believe it or not. It's physical. You know what I'm saying? Your body's locked up, but your mind isn't. You can't allow for your mind not to grow, bro. You feel me? I know niggas in jail, like I told you, bro, like my brother. My brother is in jail and all, but his mind don't stop.
You talk to him and they feel like he down the street. You just can't see the nigga. And everybody used to tell me about it. I used to call niggas from jail. They're like, nigga, you sound like you down the street. Because I'm in there like, nigga, what's good? Like, what's going on, my nigga?
It's mentality, bro, where your mind is at. You got to understand, you got my body, but you don't have my mind, bro. You got to stay growing. You got to stay evolving, bro.
Listen, shit was stressful, but I never let that shit get to me. One thing I will do is, I tell everybody, like, I be hanging out with chicks in New York or whatever. They be like, oh, do dudes really get raped? Like, they think of negative shit. I said, you know what I did in my 5 years in prison? I said, I made fun of niggas, laughed, had a good time. And they look at me crazy, and I'm like, bro, first of all, CT prison is like a fucking summer camp. You just can't go home. It's sweet.
It's sweet.
Like, the worst thing you go through is going to Northern. That's it. And they just shut that shit down during COVID. It's over.
That's it.
Yeah, and mental health.
If you ever went through Osborne, then you understand.
I went home from Osborne.
Osborne will fuck your head up.
Yeah, because that's just like Alcatraz, damn near.
I never did time, but what I'm saying is my little brother did time, so I learned from that experience. So my thing is, I got a bunch of niggas around me that did time. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've been in position to do time, bro. Like I told you, bro, through the grace of God, bro, I never did time.
You never got yammed up. You never got yammed up because you had to do something.
I'm him. And when I mean I'm him is that I was able to duck and dodge a lot of shit without having to testify against nobody, bro. You feel me? They look at me, they be like, oh man, this motherfucker ain't never do time. Why the fuck we have him here?
Bro, it's like, nigga, that's the niggas you want around.
Bro, I ducked an 11-man indictment.
Damn.
88 boys. Look at
I ain't gonna hold you. Indictments is hard to duck from, nigga.
Playboys. 88 boys. My name is up there for self-narcotics, bro. I ducked this shit.
You know how hard it is to duck an indictment because they watching you for months.
You feel me?
They got pictures. They got addresses. They got
real
numbers.
Real talk.
It's over.
My man said this one thing. He said, yo, out of all these 10 niggas, I didn't expect V to stand tall. I thought V was going to tell. And that nigga came home and told Darice, King Darice. He told him, like, yo, word of my mother, V solid. He didn't say nothing about nothing.
Nigga, you sitting here in front of me, nigga. That says more than ever.
Bro, I stand on my 2. And when I mean I stand on my 2, I'm standing on all 10 toes. My head's always high, bro. I only got my head down when I'm trying to figure shit out and I'm depressed or whatever the case may be. But guess what? Every time I go somewhere, bro, I hold this shit high. Like my father always told me, you are a double A. Double A in Puerto Rico, like I don't even want to speak about that shit, but long story short, man, we stand for something, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We stand for something, and it's moral principles and values. I ain't gonna tell on nobody what the fuck I gotta tell on you for. I'm a man. If I'm man enough to do this bullshit, I'm man enough to take the consequences that come with the shit. Mm-hmm. And that's accountability. You feel me? Accountability. I'm accountable for all the shit that I have done. Good, bad, or whatever. Simple.
And on that note,
Chapter 11, Season 2.
Facts.
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. Listen.
Stay solid in a world full of suckers, man.
It's been real. This is the first episode that I done shed tears.
That's a fact.
Jimmy Jackson.
Like, this is the first episode that I shed tears because listening to Bro on that joint and hearing that beat and knowing once you hang up that phone, nigga, you going to lock the fuck up and life go on without you. Nigga, that shit hurt.
That shit hit different.
When I was locked up when they started giving niggas 6 free calls. I was like, nigga, I'm calling everybody and their mother. But not everybody pick up their phone, my nigga. You don't know what's going on with everybody. Listen, my mother got sick when I was locked. Right? I'm talking about a year within. Right? I'm talking about incapacitated. Can't even talk. I came home, she passed away. Right? Shit like that. This is why I get emotional over all this prison shit. Because it's like, I remember the last conversation we had. She cussing out my brother's BM because she set him up in some bullshit where she made it seem like he kidnapped his son or whatever. And then to come home and then she can't even articulate what she really saying. And then a few years after that, COVID happened and then she passed away. So like, I look at my whole situation like, everything happened for a reason. But shit like that, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, at least I was home for that. Because if that shit would have happened when I was locked,
that shit would have fucked.
Bro, I would have crashed out.
That shit would have fucked.
Niggas would have never seen me again on the show. I'd have been in there biting CO's noses off, taking a macing them with it, all types of shit. I'm little, so I already got a Napoleon complex while I'm in prison. Because they're going to feel like niggas could take advantage of you.
That's a fact.
So I'm like, listen, at this point, everything that we covered today, at the end of the day, when it come to men healing, it's up to you. It's up to the man.
How bad you want it.
Exactly. How bad you want to be able to be who you want to be in this world. Because a lot of niggas is out here living, especially my age, 31 to 22, niggas is living lies. Niggas want to be rappers. Niggas want to be podcasters. Niggas want to do all this shit. It's cool, but a lot of niggas is under the false pretense of they're a gangster. They a street nigga. They this, that, and that.
Bro, listen, not for nothing, not to cut you off, but this shit getting younger. Like, it's a lot of shit that we did when we was 13. Like, when I was 13, bro, we still was playing outside.
Yeah, that's how I was.
We ain't had no phones. We ain't had no Instagram.
Nope. Nah, I had church. I ain't gonna hold you. We had church when I was growing up.
But listen, I'm 35, so the age difference.
Yeah, you got me by 5.
You know what I'm saying? So I was chirping too, but what I'm saying is, bro, let me tell you something. I jumped out the porch when I was 5.
This nigga got me about 10 years.
And the reason why I jumped off the porch at 5, bro, because what y'all was doing here at 5,
yeah, I was about to say you
I was born and raised in Puerto Rico, bro, so I was around gangsters my whole entire life. My second oldest brother was a gangster, bro.
Yeah, it's completely different.
I watched this man, no nothing, God bless his soul. I love you, baby. I watched this man bring bricks, keys to the crib, chopping them down, doing the things what they was doing. I watched my father beat niggas to death, bro.
Huh?
At 5.
He's telling me all this. I'm about to go out there next week.
You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I lived a different reality than a lot of people
the type of niggas I'm
here.
looking for.
So when you go to Puerto Rico, like, I really lived in the slum, bro. I lived in the biggest fucking, not even lived. I lived 2 lives, bro. I lived in the condos and I also lived in the projects, bro. One of the biggest projects in Puerto Rico that hold 3,500 apartments. And if you multiply 35 by 6 and 7, because that's how many people used to live in one apartment, you make it make sense. That's over 20-something thousand people in one fucking area.
And depending on how many kids they got, because niggas be
saying.
fucking.
So the mother, the daughter, the father, the husband, everybody used to live in one fucking house, and everybody having kids living in one fucking 3-bedroom apartment, bro. So I come from a big ass family, bro. I come from a big family on my father's side. My father's side, they didn't need no other people to have parties and nothing like that, bro. We call everybody pull up, we take over the whole projects. That's a fact. You feel me? So coming from this, bro, and they had to grow up early because my father was 24 when he had me. My mother was 35. You make the difference.
They older than most Puerto Ricans. I know that. Having kids, nigga. All my people that's Puerto Rican, them niggas had kids
well, my
16,
mother had
13.
No, but listen, my mother had her first child was at 17.
Mm.
I got 2 brothers that's deceased, bro. So I lived this life, bro. So I jumped off the porch early, so I'm able to see a lot of shit that niggas can't see. You feel what I'm saying? So this shit is different, and a lot of people gotta understand. Like we gotta stop the bullshit and be able to talk to these kids before they crash out, bro. Before they become us, and then gotta wait 10, 20, 35 years later. They think because they 13, they able to do 30 years and come home.
Oh man, this nigga perfect.
You feel what I'm saying? You could do 40 and come home and you 50. You 60.
I look at that like, what good is you to the community, though? Unless you gonna be one of them niggas that really be like on that, don't do this, don't do that. But these young niggas ain't listening to that these days.
Exactly, but that's the problem, bro. Motherfuckers hate a preacher. You used to hate a preacher. You used to hate that older dude that used to come to you and be like, yo, bro, don't do this, don't do that.
But that's the thing, I never was like that. I was the only nigga that I grew up with. Yeah, I used to look at niggas like, you know why? Because the people that was preaching to me, I knew the dark side of them. Because that's the thing about growing up with niggas that's older than you.
Why do
they
we
tell
have
you that
to know
bullshit?
the dark side of another person to take the knowledge?
Because these niggas ain't
That's the problem.
These niggas always had something to hide. Listen, I always knew it.
Word of my mother, the illest, I could bring you there. I could bring you there tonight. Matter of fact, if you want to take the ride, take the ride with me. I could bring you to Sam's right now on Whaley Avenue, bro. It be 13-year-old niggas sitting there. And I could just, I could walk in there with my energy. Yo, God, what's going on, God? I always acknowledge everybody as gods because at the end of the day, you are in control of your own destiny, bro. You are in control of where you headed. As a man, as a youth, as whatever, you are in control where you going. You feel what I'm saying? I don't care if you're not on the same type of time as me. I'm going to call you a God because at the end of the day, that's your essence. Mm-hmm. When they said man is the next thing to God, that's why you're a God, bro. That's why I look at it. I had to figure that out I had to figure that out now. I'm like, yo, I'm God. I'm really him. You feel me? So, these kids not going to take the knowledge away from me. They're not going to take it from me, but I'm not going to stop it. If I'm able to talk to you, I'm going to talk to you, bro. Because I want you to do better. I was you when you wasn't even you.
Exactly. Before you even can comprehend what you was.
You feel what I'm saying? A lot of shit that I did, at 13, bro, I still was being a kid. You feel what I'm saying? But 14 shit got real. 15 shit got real. But shit been realer for me long time ago. I just came from a different state, bro, and I understood this shit different.
You came here and it was over.
Bro, when I came to the United States, bro, 2001, 2001. Bro, I came to New York, bro. Around that time, the Bloods was running rapidly through the city, bro. And I was in Harlem.
What part?
Bro. Lower East Side. 126 between first and second, bro. I was next to Wagner, Lester,
niggas cutting niggas for fun out there.
You feel what I'm saying?
I was a little nigga. I was like, what? Maybe. I was probably 8, 9 when that shit was going on. But I remember niggas throwing turkeys through niggas' windshields, niggas cutting niggas for gang initiation. I was like, oh shit, these niggas in Harlem is crazy. I ain't leaving New Rochelle, nigga.
Yo, I remember one point, bro, you can't even walk down the block. You couldn't even walk down 3rd. You can't even walk down 3rd or 2nd Avenue, bro, with an Averex jacket, bro.
Nah, niggas is jacking you for that.
You feel what I'm saying? So me coming from this mindset, bro, and I never got down with this, bro. I rep myself. I don't rep no gang. I don't need to be with no gang, bro. I rep myself.
Shit.
You feel me? This that stay solid. Stay solid in a world full of suckers. So at the end of the day, I've been understood this a long time ago.
On that note, what was that? Episode 11? Episode 11.
Man,
this is probably the best episode. This is probably the best episode since last season. Because all we've been doing is bullshit and talking shit.
This is Wicked at Bernie's right now.
Yeah. But you already know. Drop your handles, my nigga. Drop your handles.
You heard? Wicked at
Drop your hand up, Brody. Got your
drop your socials, drop your clothing line, all that.
V_88XX, Instagram, TikTok. I'm always talking that positive shit, high energy, high frequency, high vibrations. I'm everywhere. You heard? You ain't never there. Just stay solid. Stay solid in a world full of suckers. We there, man.
That's Julius the humble renaissance. You niggas already know what it is.
We can have Bernie.
Catch him with hood. You can catch him with hood rides, nigga. You got his number. You got his number.
You know.
Oh shit is NACEO, bitch.
Come put it on me. Won't you put it on me? All on me. Come and put it on me. Won't you put it on me?